Good morning, children. I hope you all are fine at your home by the grace of God. Today we are going to start with geography. Lesson number 1, resources and their type. Lesson number 1 is resources and their type. Now let us see in this lesson, if you have your textbook with you, please kindly open your textbook and keep in front of you so that when I am explaining, you can go through your textbook. Now, resources and their types. In this lesson, already we have learnt in class 7th also about the environment. The things which are around us is called as environment. And whatever we get from the environment, whatever things we get satisfied from it, that is the resources. For example, land, soil, water, mineral, etc. are available in the environment. Now, all these resources are useful. Useful things which we get from the environment, from the nature, is called as what? Resources. They are available and they have alternative uses. The resources which we get in around ourselves, they are very what? Useful. For example, we can use water for drinking, washing, bathing, fishing, navigation, and to generate electricity. So we can use water for many purposes. Now, first point we are going to see is that natural resources. Now, the resources which are found in the environment, they are called as natural resources and which human beings are utilizing. All the resources not be useful directly. There is a need to develop them before they can be used. We can develop them with the help of what? Nowadays technology is there. They are basically three types: natural resources, human resources, and human made resources. Three types of resources you remember. First is the natural resources. Natural resources means the resources which we found in the environment. They are called as natural resources: air, water, soil, petrol, gas, forest, and minerals. They are called as natural resources. They don't have to be developed. They are there in the nature for utilization, and human beings, we utilize them. So they are called as natural resources. Second, we are going to see what? Human resources. Now, human resources are very useful to us. Because we convert what? These resources, human being, we convert these resources on the basis of our knowledge, comparative lifetime span, and good living and good standard of living. All these things are there, and in a country, quality of a person is more important than quantity to consider them as a human resources. In short, a useful person is called human resources. In human resources, the person, those who use their memory or those who use their intelligence for any good purpose is called as human resources. Now, human made resources. These resources are made by man. For example, houses in which we stay, buildings, machine, bridges, dams. These are called as human made resources. And next we are going to see types of resources. Now, in types of resources, classification is done on the basis of renewability. Now, renewable sources. Renewable sources means the sources which can be used again. Now, the sources which we can use it again are called as renewable resources. For example, air, water, soil, then wind energy, solar energy. They don't create pollution. Pollution is not there because of them. They are cheaper. Cheaper means they are comparatively less cost than other resources. They are called as renewable resources. Second point is non-renewable resources. They are the natural resources which cannot be used again. Once we are using it, we cannot use it again. They are called as renewable resources. For example, coal, petrol, oil, etc. They cause pollution side by side. Coal pollution comes, petrol, if the car and petrol which is running on petrols and diesels, they all cause pollution. And they are expensive than renewable resources. Now next we are going to see what classification on the basis of origin. According to the origin, we have classified into two, that is biotic, abiotic. Remember, biotic, all living resources are called biotic resources. All living resources are called biotic resources. For example, plants, animals, human beings, they are called as biotic resources. Now second is abiotic resources. Now all living resources, all non-living resources are called abiotic resources. For example, water, land and soil. These are non-living resources. So they are called as abiotic resources. Next, classification on the basis of state of development. Now let us see. First is potential resources. These are resources which are found in the region but have not been utilized. It has not been used due to the lack of technology or capital, means money. For example, in Rajasthan, there is a scope of development of solar energy. Solar energy means the energy we use with the help of the sunlight. But so far, these have been not explored properly. People are not using it because of the lack of technology. So that is there. Then, 200 years ago, wind was considered just as a potential resource. But now, it is used as actual resources. Now, wind is also become the actual resources. We have seen the Pawan Chakki and we have seen the solar energy. It is used to generate electricity, powers in the houses. Next is actual resources. The resources which have been surveyed, studied, and their quantity also determined for actual use are called as actual resources. The development of these resources depend on technology. Very important, children. In actual resources, technology is used. For example, coal resources of India. First example of the actual resources is coal resources. Then we have reserve resources. Now reserve resources is also with the help of the technology. These are parts of actual resources which can be developed with technology. For example, for reserve resources, you have to remember forest of India. What you have to remember? Forest of India. Now third is what? Developed resources. Human being has developed these resources with the help of the technology. They are called as developed resources. For example, what? The mobiles which we use. Human has developed that technology, and that best example of that is mobiles and other technologies, like we use refrigerator, TV at home, then we use many other things. Gas is there, cooker is there, all these things. Now next is stock resources. The resources found in the environment, but we cannot use them due to the lack of technology. Resources is there, but we cannot use. For example, what here? Hydrogen and oxygen. We know hydrogen and oxygen is found in environment, but we cannot mix them to prepare what? Water, due to the lack of technology. Everyone knows that water consists of oxygen and hydrogen, but technology is not that much advanced that we can use this oxygen and hydrogen to make water. Now classification on the basis of ownership. First is the individual resources. When one person is owner of a resources, then it is called individual resources. For example, a person is owner of a scooter, any vehicle, any building, owner of any shop. So they are called as individual resources. Second one is community resources. A community resources is the group of person. When whole community can use resource, then it is called community resources. Always remember, in community resources, parks and gardens which all the people can use. It is for everyone. Next is natural resources. Now, in this, when a country is owner of a resources, then it is called as national resources. For example, railways, roads, rivers. Nation is the in charge of this. It is called as national resources. International resources, when a resource can be used by whole world, when the whole world can use it, it is called as international resources. And for example, it is given sunlight is there, it is for whole world. Then seas and oceans are also there. Got it?